Hey guys, what's up? My name's the Goblinator, and today we're going to be taking a look at some forgotten brawler concepts that were actually made by Supercell, but sadly never actually made it into the game. And by the way, a lot of these are from Codename Laser, which was the original name for Brawl Stars back when it was in development. And now with the release of Colonel Ruffs as the newest chromatic brawler, who was also a character from Codename Laser, it now seems pretty likely that at least some of these forgotten concepts might actually make it into the game. So stick around till the end, because you might just end up seeing some of the future brawlers coming to Brawl Stars. And by the way, none of this is fan art, these are all official concepts made by Supercell themselves, so you know, it's legit. Alright, so let's start off with the picture from the thumbnail. Now right off the bat, even though they are a little bit different, we do recognize most of the brawlers. We can recognize El Primo, Shelly, Colt, Dynamite, and even Daryl, and they all look relatively similar to what they do in game, except the guy in the middle who sadly didn't make it. He looks like some kind of troll or maybe a golem, and he looks pretty beefy, so he'd probably be a tank. And judging from his giant weapon, maybe he evolved into Frank, or maybe he was just scrapped altogether. And to be honest, I'm kinda glad that he wasn't added, and I know what you're saying, Goblinator, what do you mean you're glad? He looks so cool, he's got like grenade launchers and stuff, he's giant, he's got a cool hairstyle. And yeah, I will admit he looks pretty cool, but Supercell only makes the best games with the best characters, and that's why they can't have a brawler with round eyebrows. Who the hell has round eyebrows? Who decided to give this guy mangoes instead of eyebrows? Have you ever seen someone with circular eyebrows like that? No! Life gave him lemons, and he put them on his face. Disgusting. Even the chicken doesn't want to look at his horrid face. And by the way, the chicken was supposed to be Shelly's star power, but then they decided not to add it in because it made it way easier to see her in bushes. Alright, next up we've got a full lineup of space-themed brawlers. At the bottom you'll probably recognize Colonel Ruffs. At the top you have Kit, who was kind of teased in the latest Brawl Talk because they said they were going to release a cat brawler, but they went out and announced a dog brawler instead, so they kind of tricked us there. But then again, Kit is still a possibility for future Brawl Talk. Then under Kit we've got a Space Ranger that kind of reminds me of Colt. Then under him we've got some kind of beefy guy with Bluetooth sunglasses, because I don't see what they're hanging off from. And I can't help to notice that it's covering his eyebrows, so he probably has round eyebrows under that too. And finally, we've got a lady with some Mickey Mouse ears and a giant rocket launcher who probably evolved into Brock in some way or another. And by the way, I don't know if the artists were going through a phase or something, but 3 out of 5 of these characters have eye patches, so I don't know what that was about. Maybe it's some kind of space pirate ritual that they gotta pop out one of their eyes before they... actually, no, that's kind of disgusting, never mind. And over here, we've got a snowman brawler who does look pretty cool, not gonna lie, but sadly he didn't make it into the game, although his mechanics did. As you can see, his attack was supposed to be a snowball that releases ice shards in a similar pattern to Jean's attack, and his super was gonna be a scarf that probably attracted brawlers towards him. So yeah, basically his mechanics were recycled into Jean, but his design sadly didn't make it into the game. And over here we've got an entire roster of character designs for brawlers that actually did make it into the game. So let's check them out one by one, because these are actually a bit later designs for when Brawl Stars was actually going to be Western themed. This is not Project Laser, this was a bit later on. So starting from the top left, we've got Gunslinger, who obviously became Colt. Then we've got Trickshot, who is going to be some kind of female sheriff, but instead she was actually released under the name of Ricochet, and then later on he turned into Rico. Then we've got an early design for Brock, who was actually going to be a female, and then the cute little cactus obviously became Spike. After that we've got TNT, who became Dynamite, Crow, who, well, he stayed Crow. Then we've got a mechanic who turned into Jesse. Then we've got a shotgun lady who turned into Shelly. And then we've got Mortis the Undertaker, who's holding some kind of... oh, it's the lantern, never mind. I thought he was holding a chip bag. Then after that, we've got a Mariachi, who was later on named Poco, followed by Barley, who is going to be a human, and after that we've got Bo. And finally, in the last row, we've got Bull, El Primo, and Nita, who all look super angry for some reason. But before we get into the last couple concepts, just a friendly reminder to like, subscribe, and comment down below, because I'm a pretty small YouTuber, so that means I can read all my comments, so comment something, and I'll be sure to read it. And before we end the video, I wanted to show you guys a couple more things from Codename Project Laser, like a whole bunch of dog brawlers over here who obviously didn't make it except for Colonel Ruffs. After that, we've got some kind of rhino-looking guy with 4 arms and some normal-looking Space Ranger dude. And finally, we've got another Space Ranger with a cool-looking robot who kind of reminds me of some kind of astromech droid inside a mech armor, and I mean, looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. But anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. As I said before, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and maybe even check out some of my other videos, because I got tons of Brawl Stars content on the channel. But anyway, have a nice day, and peace.